You know, growing up, people used to tell me don't judge a book by its cover, and OutDrive definitely is that type of game. Do not judge this game by its cover, because I'll tell you one thing. The game looks, in my personal opinion, it has that retro feel to it, and I love that. When I first popped this thing in and I started looking at the visuals, I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna be like reliving a current gen version of Rad Racer. I mean, you're sitting here driving in a DeLorean. I mean, what game is not cool that you're driving in a DeLorean? I mean, it's a DeLorean, it's cool. This game falls flat on its face everywhere. Granted, visually, I feel that it looks great. I mean, I love the art design and the way that they were going to it, but as far as the way that the gameplay goes, you don't know what's really going on. The premise of this game is basically that you're supposed to sit here and take this chick. You don't know what's happening to her. Did she faint? Did she fall over? Did she have a heart attack? You don't know. You have no idea. You're basically thrown in the game with this chick holding in your hands, and you have to drive her somewhere, but you don't know where. There's really not any type of finish line, so to say. I mean, the game mechanics are absolutely horrible. Basically, the whole premise of the game is that you see that little blue bar right there. You're supposed to keep it in the middle, and if you go too far to the left or the right on the red side, the girl ends up, like, dying. Like, during this moment, like, what is going on? I mean, are you sitting here driving, getting an old-fashioned? Is she sitting here with, like, an oxygen tank mask on her? Are you trying, like, to defibrillate her back to life? Because this thing's moving back and forth like you know there's no tomorrow. Look at that wall crash right there. Nothing happened. At least in Rad Racer, when you hit something, you're at least flipping over and going out of bounds trying to start over. This thing has no regard to, like, what game boundaries should be. And for me, it was a total letdown. Personally, I was so hyped, I was so excited. I'm like, this game looks like it's going to be fantastic, it's going to be great, and it ended up being just nothing. Don't ever judge a book by its cover, and this game is definitely that type of game. The game mechanics are horrible, but not only are the game mechanics horrible, you get zero type of penalty for going out of bounds, running into walls. There's nothing, there's no penalty. It's just this bar. Just the bar going back, and keep the bar in the blue and just boost. Like, when you're boosting, you feel like you're gonna be like Marty McFly in Back to the Future and teleport somewhere, but what you really want to do is just teleport and travel back in time to not buy this game. I mean, just don't. You want to save yourself some money. I would stay as far away from this thing as possible, because this is it. Look, in the past 2 minutes, I have just been driving. I've come across no enemies. I've jumped like 3 ramps, and there's zero consequence for me hitting walls or doing absolutely anything. The game is horrific. Me personally, I would rate this game, and this is being generous, I would rate it a 3.5, and that's being generous. And the only reason I'm rating it like that is because visually it looks like a cool game. It looks like a lot of fun. You are driving in a DeLorean. What is not cool about that? But overall, just the way that the game is presented, and who knows what the hell is happening to this chick, is just absolutely horrible. It's horrific. Thank you guys so much for your time. I really appreciate you guys watching. Be sure to check us out, exlgaming.com. My name is Cujo, PTFO or GTFO. I'm out.